Well, hello there. How's it going? Welcome back to the Onouha and Shebahn show. Like and subscribe. If you haven't already, we will find you and we will kill your hamster.
What if they don't have a hamster?
Fine then, I'll kill your family.
Fair.
No, hold on. I want to take that back because that could get you a strike.
Oh, right.
Or
Okay,
you
that
can't
could,
say
yeah,
stuff
take it
like
back.
that. Take that back.
Take it, roll it back.
Okay, I don't
Action
care
from
about
the top.
Hi, and welcome back to the Onouha and Shebahn show. Please like and please subscribe. Otherwise, do one. Hi, Cass.
Hi, Kat. How are we?
I'm better than you, Cass. That's for sure. That's for sure. You okay?
I'm okay. I've seen better days. That's for sure. But don't let these bastards get you down, is what I say.
We move. Strike.
Does it?
No.
Oh.
No, you're fine.
Yeah. 8 seconds gone. I've not sworn in 8 seconds. That's good.
You just said bastards?
Yeah, but it was out with the 8 seconds.
Oh, right. Okay. Tell everyone how you're feeling. You're just feeling a bit fed up.
I'm fed up. I'm pissed off. I'm getting to the point where Russia can start to implode. But I also feel like people should get it anyway. So just stay out my way. And that's it, really. No, I'm already like, I'm looking forward to holiday. I feel like peace and sunshine. I don't really mind about the weather. Like, do you know what I mean? I know it's raining and stuff. Like I've said, I love the rain. But I'm ready for the zen, the beach life.
Yeah. You're ready for Rue Part 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's that.
Yeah.
How's your week been, Cass? Have you been getting it?
No, my week's been okay. Just actually, it's been quite a good week so far. I mean, it is only Tuesday, but I just had Learn and Share at the kids' school, and it was maths at Learn and Share, and I was like, fine. And they had these sheets on their desks of the things like the kids were to do with their parents, and I didn't know the sums. I didn't know. It's like, what the fuck is that? Now I knew, because maths isn't my strong point, that this could be tricky. So in the end, I just took Brooks and Reeve into the corner and we were just drawing pictures of people.
So you left the maths?
Yeah.
Jade said to me, she said this to me
with the maths
a few times, and then she said it again last night. I wasn't really with it because I just got some information and I was ready to skin a cat, but I wasn't going to skin a cat because I like cats, so that was just
skin princess.
So I metaphor.
You, give me a... You've not even used it in the proper context.
No.
There's many ways to skin a cat.
Right.
So angry I was going to skin a cat. Okay, cool. Must have been good news.
Yeah. So she said to me, our kids won't go to school. She said this a few times. Which I like the idea because I'm like, it doesn't tie you down. Like, imagine me being tied to St Albans for 20 years. I've already done a freaking jail sentence here, Cass. I don't need to do it any longer.
God,
do you know what I mean?
You've not got a clue. You've not got a clue about the world.
Think about it. All you need to do is they just need to learn. I'll obviously not help them with this. English, read, write, most important, basic maths. So I'm talking none of your pi squared minch. I'm talking add, subtract, multiply, divide. That's it.
Yeah.
That is it. No square root of fucking...
Well, what Jamie said to me, he's like, why didn't you take a picture and put it into ChatGPT and ask it to give you a breakdown of it? And I was like, well, yeah, to be fair, now they'll be learning through AI anyway. So now I get the basics are important and that they need to have the basics. I think we've just about got the basics. But Riva loves learning. So like she wants to learn. She wants to know everything. And she was like, Mum, it's this and this. And I was like, stop talking.
Are you sure?
But then we just had a wee giggle in the corner and we're drawing pictures of like our family and we had to guess who it was.
It's our Fanny.
And drawing pictures of our fannies. And we got the giggles. And I was like, well, that's probably a better start to the day than doing maths with me. But I'm a firm believer in the kids will benefit more from our experiences as a family. Be it out in the woods, walking with the wellies on and jumping in the puddle.
Gosh, you've not been out in the woods in your life?
We're actually doing a wood walk this weekend.
Are you?
Yeah, we are doing a wood walk this weekend. And then, you know, just like hunting on the beach and going to Coney and climbing the rocks and paddling and hunting for crabs and stuff like that. So I'm a big believer in that. And school also does just help me have a fucking minute to myself.
How do you feel about going camping?
Yeah, I'd like to. Brooks keeps asking to go camping. now. The only thing is it's a bit too cold at the moment, whereas like in a month or two's time, when it's a bit warmer, definitely.
Because I think in my head, I cannot envision you and Jamie taking the kids camping.
I don't think Jamie would.
He'll have a panic attack.
I think I'd do it.
Right.
Like, say some of the girls wanted to go and take theirs, or say like I was in Scotland and Brogan wanted to do it. The only thing is the midges camping in Scotland are meant to be killer.
I was going to say maybe me and Jade could go with you.
Oh my God, great idea. Or you just take them.
We'd take them probably. Like, you can come if you want. I don't know if you've been inconvenienced or not, but you can come if you want. Yeah, so we could have wine. I remember my first camping trip and I went with Auntie. My auntie. We call her Auntie. And you don't know if you were there.
Why would I not have been there?
I don't know, but we were in Shebahn somewhere.
Oh, I was there.
And
fucking cold.
It was my first experience of shiting in a field.
I shat in a field that night.
Yeah.
And it was a clean break. I remember it vividly. I remember going, something steps in that. Fucked.
Oh, right. That's what, did they pick it up or was it left?
It was just covered up in the grass.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's wrong. I suppose the sheep are out there shiting everywhere. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but you know the difference between a sheep poo and my poo.
It's not mine.
However, sometimes, I don't know if you get this.
It's dehydrated. It's dehydrated.
All I do is drink water, and now I'm taking those electrolytes. Just had another one this morning, and I'm doing goat poo more than ever.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Maybe you're lacking fibre.
I don't eat a lot of fruit, to be fair. Fruit's my weak spot. I just brought you up dime bars. How good are dime bars?
Baby dimes. Take me back to my granny, my granny. In Spain. We went out there, didn't we, when we were like 14, 15?
We had the summer there, didn't we?
Yeah. And we binged on chocolate and ice cream and
Coca-Cola. Do you know what? What a time we had.
Oh, that's where I look at my mum and dad and I'm like, move somewhere.
Yeah.
And then we can all come and visit.
Mum and dad gave us all of these great experiences, but won't move out of their postcode.
No.
She's like, oh. I'm like, Mum, why didn't we go down to Loch Lomond? She's like, I have to get Blake at 3:15. I'm like, well, it's 10 o'clock when we go. Well, we could sit here for 5 hours.
Oh, she's going to see this. She's going to come for you.
Mum, get down to Loch Lomond. Or go abroad.
That would be nice. I think it's harder now to go abroad, especially if you don't have your Irish passports, but you're not as Irish as me because you're a scumbag, because you're wrapped up in your Union Jack.
Try and get me an Irish passport now. It's like getting blood from a stone.
Well, that's a bit. I've got contacts that could have maybe helped, but you've never asked. You've never. It's too late now.
You had contact. Why is it too late now? Why is it too late now?
It probably will be.
Why?
It might be.
Your contact's dead. Why else would it be too late?
She's alive, but they might like get her to. Don't want anything to do with you. Do you know what I mean?
Before you get fully patched out of Ireland, can you make this happen for me? Because
you can do.
You now have to write an official letter, but the male gets it. Fucking men can get it. The mother has to be resident now.
I thought that changed.
The children. No, this is now the new change.
What, in Ireland?
It's impossible to get one now. 10 years ago, yes, I should have been more hot on it. The kids can only get one now if we've got residency for something like 2 years.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's a fucking, like you say, it's a song and dance to get it anyway. Yeah. Even more of a song and dance. So if you know a loophole, let me know.
I mean, did that not make you think you should have just went over to Ireland and gave birth instead of being here? And then the kids might not have been English.
But even then, is there not like a residency thing now?
Well, if they were born there.
Yeah, that's different. But how am I going to do that?
I mean,
fly over Ireland, have kids?
Cass, I think you'd have a nicer life living in Docky.
I know, Cass.
It's so nice.
I have work and stuff.
I know, if you didn't have work.
I like work. Well, this is the thing with Rue 2.0. Rue 2.0. Where would you want to live to see out your future?
That's where it's a hard one because
I'm thinking like Florida, but I'm thinking, no, that's too far.
I know, but then I'm like, I do think I'd be a happier person in the sun, near a beach. I'm not saying living on the beach, but if you've got like a 30-minute drive to a beach, like I could handle that right now until I make some more money, and then I can buy a house at the beach.
Right.
But it's a weird one, isn't it? Because right after football, like you've got stuff like you know that you want to get into, but there's nothing concrete, and it's like maybe you'll have to work here or be around about London or football to maybe try and get work. Saying that, again, it's going to be really hard because there's a lot more competition now. There's so many female pundits in the game. I'm not looking to be a presenter because I couldn't hang in worse than that right now, Cass. But doing all punditry stuff, like there's so many people wanting to do it. So
yeah, but you're not going to get a chance when Ian Nedum Onouha are taking the spots.
That's it, and that's why I just feel like men should back off. They should back off.
We need to gatekeep.
Yeah,
we need to gatekeep this space. Okay. Okay. Well, it's quite exciting. If you get any suggestions of where Risha could live her
because
life
the
out.
YouTube channel, when I smash YouTube, which I'm looking into, and it's complicated.
It's hard
but
work.
Once you can get to it, I think you can crack the code. But I'm a bit slower than most people, so it's going to take a bit more time. But once I get there, Cass, I can move wherever I want.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, they always say be your own boss, and if you can do that, then you've really made it.
Let's face it, Cass.
Only thing is I really like my bosses.
I know. Do you think I've got a future in this world with having a boss?
No,
do you know what I
it's
mean?
never worked out, Cass.
Fuck off.
I mean, even when Risha... Okay, so we know from the past the managers who you never got on with because you've spoken about that in the past, but Risha also worked in a shop, and even then I think was your friend's mum your boss?
Yeah.
But you still managed to fall out with them as well.
No, I didn't fall out with them. I just done a few things where they were actually like,
you've got to go,
high manager and like assistant manager of the shop. So there was like rules and guidelines that they had to follow. Me turning up absolutely mad with it probably wasn't a good start to the day. Keeping in mind we're in early, we're in at like 6:30. So I was pure lashed.
But did you go in wearing a sparkly dress?
I did. I went in and because I hadn't went home. So I told Lauren to bring me in an outfit.
Right.
So I was going to go in there and get changed. But she did bring me in an outfit, but I walked in and I seen her looking at me. And I was like, and they're like, you're hammered. And I'm like, no, I'm fine. But I had to go.
How old were you then?
Oh gosh. Oh, I don't know. I didn't ask them. Probably
18,
like my
19?
20s. No, I've been older.
Really?
About 22, 23 or something.
No.
Maybe, yeah.
No, you weren't in River Island at 23.
I might have been.
You would have been in Bergen by then?
I was 24 when I was in Bergen.
Okay.
24 when I was in Bergen.
So River Island must have been a good period before.
But I think I'd been at River Island, left, then maybe went back. And then I worked part-time, but I done part-time, and then I was carer part-time. And then I went full-time into caring.
Right.
And then, do you know what I mean?
Okay.
So, Cass, I've had a few. We'll save it all. Save it for
the memoir.
I sit down and we'll do chapters.
Do you still want to write a book?
I think I'd write a book, but then like, why not do it on YouTube where we can just sit down and we could do a chapter?
Yeah.
An episode. Yeah. You know what I mean? We could just sit and do it, have a wee wine.
Risha's Memoirs, chapter 1.
Yeah.
And we just make a series from it.
That's what I mean.
Why did you not tell me this?
I told you this the other day. You weren't listening.
Memoir. You are a fugly little slut.
You write like a 3-year-old, honestly. It's shocking.
I know.
But that's a good idea, isn't it? I think that would be fun because we could really
filming.
Get in. Yeah.
Or do you need to be retired before you film?
Not really. I mean, we could start it
and then release it.
Yeah.
When you're retired.
So what do you mean release it like weekly eps?
Yeah.
Or do we do it here? Or do we change the setting? Or do we just do it here? We could
probably change the setting. Right. I actually think make it a bit more comfortable because this desk's a bit formal, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we could take this out and get armchairs.
Yeah.
Put our feet up. In fact, we could probably do that now.
Okay. That'd be nice. We change it up.
Do that? Like a coffee table in the window. But you need to be back on the wine by then because I'm not doing that shit sober.
Right. Well, I'm allowed to have it right now. Like I'm allowed to, but I'm just being sensible. But we'll sit and have a couple of glasses, guys. That'll be nice. Get stuck into it.
I feel like we've had a therapy session this morning.
It's been good. I feel like there's a weight off my shoulders.
Do you feel better?
I feel so much better.
I think you're this tough, not hard exterior, and underneath it all, there's a big jelly baby like that.
Yeah, I think I'm tough, but I'm also soft. Like I do have at times, but I just store it, and then I'm like, let it out a wee bit, and then the piles come out. Do people hurt your feelings? You know, when you act strong, but do things hurt feelings in there? Yeah. Or does it just anger you? I'd say there would be a bit. It depends what's it. First is probably anger, then it might be emotion. Right. You know? Yeah. Yeah. So, what a shame. Okay. What a shame. Like and subscribe, get in the comments, have a guess what's making Risha cry this morning. Let's talk about Chelsea. Paul Green has been sacked from his role at Chelsea, or left his role, but I mean, come on now. What the fuck? Like, when I heard this information, I went online and it was starting to come around. I thought, no way. Paul Green. I mean, he was, I would say, the last remaining piece then of Emma Hayes, kind of at that club. There's the famous quote, Emma Hayes, if I told Paul I wanted to go to the moon, he would say, well, the spaceship isn't ready just yet. But as if it was like, aim for the moon, we'll get you there. Yeah. So is it Sonia? Is it the takeover?
I mean, you can't say they're not being invested. Is the culture all wrong at that club? What's going on?
I don't want to start... Well, we're going to absolutely just start speculating here.
Speculate. I'm all for speculation.
I don't want to just start rumours. That's not what I'm doing, but we're speculating. We're highly speculating. Get that into you, man. Have you been
I've got a half marathon.
Restaurants filling glass bottles.
I look like I work in a restaurant. Hi, madam, can I get you a top up your water? Go on.
I'm like, is something went on behind the scenes and just went, no, this isn't for me anymore? Has he been kind of like, fuck this isn't for me? And you're kind of going, is it with the whole change of environment? New staff, let's say Sonia's probably bought in plenty of new staff. So yeah, like, has the atmosphere changed? Has the energy shifted? Has he thought,
is he still stuck in the Emma Hayes days? Yeah, possibly. That he's not ready to adapt the new...
That, there could be that, or he might just like, the environment's not for me anymore. There's stuff going on behind the scenes.
But he got let go.
Was he let go? I thought he said he'd left his role.
Had he?
That's what he said. I think he's left his role.
Yeah. Chelsea have confirmed that Paul has left his role.
Yeah.
We know what statements mean.
It didn't
Fuck
say,
all.
Well, there's that, but it could have been on him. He could have said, there could have been something where he's like, or maybe he's just like, my time here's done.
No, I think he's been let go.
Why do you think that? Left his role. Built this club from nothing, thank you. I mean, if we get into comments with the players, if the players write comments, then you'll probably get a better... But what's baffling to me, Cass, is she signed at 2030. So if you're hearing whispers now, you're hearing whispers coming out that everything isn't great and playing.
Sonia going, I'll sign to 2030, but I'm not wanting him as my GM.
Maybe he's gone and I'm getting more control. Could be that. Like, that can happen. Sometimes people ask for more control when there's people in roles. They're like, no, I want this. I'll do this. I'll do it my way. So there could be a bit of that. Maybe just things aren't aligning.
Yeah.
And he's went, well, right, I'm getting fucked for this. But wow, he's been there. He's been there from
the start of the institution,
days,
right?
the start of the journey, like the start of Chelsea women becoming Chelsea women, the dominant force in women's football. So credit to him. I'm sure he'll not struggle going into another role whenever he feels the time is right.
Oh, if you've got your wits about you, can go get him.
Yeah, maybe
Snap him up.
That he could have something like in the pipeline now. Going, well, that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah. Fascinating stuff, and it just adds to the woes that Chelsea are having. I mean, okay, you look at the table; they've still got Champions League football. I've not got a doubt in my mind that they'll probably still win a trophy this season, Chelsea. But in terms of the performances, and when you look at the way they are on the pitch, they're so not aligned.
Yeah.
And now we can clearly see that's the case behind the scenes as well.
Yeah. I do think when there's stuff going on at clubs behind the scenes, like if you get staff grumbling that aren't happy 9 times out of 10, the players probably aren't happy. That's me just speaking from experience. I think when people come in, and I don't know, I've never worked with Sonia. I've never been at that level, sorry, to work with Sonia.
It's ridiculous.
They do it their way, and that's it. So you either need to buy in. The hardest bit probably as a player, and when there's so much change or stuff being like so drastic, or this is how it is, and shows a totally different character from Emma Hayes. I think that's hard to really adapt to. You have to buy in quick, and if you don't buy in, that's it. But it's hard when you're a player, and say when you're a player, and players like Chelsea have, massive players, talented big players, they might be a bit like, no, you're talking shite, or why are you being like that, or why are you doing things like this? So that once that starts, it's so hard to then start to realign. They've already dropped points. Obviously, they're not throwing their toys at the pram going, oh, well, fuck it, season's over. They're going to keep trying to push on and charge on and do what they can, but I don't know. I think if this is happening already, there's a big Chelsea are going, well, we're standing by Sonia, but I don't think the girls in the team are all standing by Sonia. I think there's too much going on. But look, there's always this thing when you've got so many players in a big squad. Chelsea have had that, but all they've done recently is strengthen. But maybe they're not strengthening. Maybe it's becoming detrimental.
Yeah, true. It's too many characters coming in and not the usual bunch on the same page. I think a lot of it as well, we mentioned this recently, stems back to the Hannah Hampton-Mary Earp stuff. I think a lot of it goes back to them. It's I heard, again, what can you do with a rumour? Spread it or say nothing. I'm a spread. I'm joking, I'm not going to spread. But when the book came out and Hannah was injured, I heard they protected her because they didn't want her being even more under the spotlight kind of thing. Maybe players don't agree with that. Maybe
Yeah,
players find
I
that
mean,
a situation
I
where
mean,
they're going, what the fuck?
I
Like,
would look and go, yeah, well, you probably should be protected. I think there's different players.
do you not play her?
Players manage things different. Maybe mentally.
She may have had, I think it was a quad
Right.
pull or knock or something like that. But it's my understanding that she was fine.
Yeah.
It was just they wanted to protect her. So maybe Sonia's going, no, we step, which is good, which is a good way to be. We protect our players if they're feeling vulnerable or if, you know, they've been exposed to a fan base or a story or whatever like that. And Millie, who's been there from whatever's gone, no, I mean, it looks like there's beef there. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to work that out.
Yeah, but I do think like that's probably right. If they've had to go, I'm sure you know, like
protect her.
know your players and stuff like that, and you know how people can deal with things. You know the maturity levels of people and all that kind of stuff. Their characters. So it probably was if she was injured or if she wasn't injured, they're probably right in going, right, we'll take her out here, just take her out, roll her back in, take her out this limelight, and just let this dies down.
Right.
That's probably the right choice for Hannah and possibly for the team. So I don't think the players would have an issue with that. I think they go, mentally, you've got to look after them first. And it probably wasn't the wrong thing to do.
There's just a lot going on. There's a lot of elements going on. And now with Paul leaving, it shows you that it has fundamentally changed. You know, like when Arne Slot took over from Jurgen Klopp and he got Klopp's team and he won the league at a canter by 15 points. Yeah. You know, all that kind of stuff. I'm like, it just was so together. Then you get the year to settle in and okay, they had a tragic summer with what happened, you know, and things start to change and things evolve and change all the time, you know, and sometimes it doesn't flourish for quite some times. They have to go back down, get themselves together, make it hard, and then they move forward again. Maybe this is a rebuild at Chelsea.
It could be like they've been at the top for now, what,
7?
Do you know what I mean? Years, so obviously they'll be wanting to get to 10 or whatever. Looks kind of out of their hands right now, but they'll be believing. I don't know. I think it's hard because you're just assuming, you're guessing, you're hearing whispers. I think there's something not quite there, but the club have shown that they're going to stand by Sonia. They're going to stand by Sonia, so it's either fit in or fuck off, it's the saying, isn't it? But I'm just like with Chelsea right now, they've got so many players, they've brought even better players, they've brought Kira Walsh and stuff like that, so they'll not be going, they'll be wanting to give it their all and win stuff, and they'll not be wanting to be like, why are we not winning now? They'll be wanting to prove like how good they are, and they'll be they're there to win medals and trophies. But I just look now and it's like it's time for change. So I think there's going to be players leaving. And again, they'll probably feel a bit disrespected, hard done by for what they've done for the club. Yeah. And
if Emma was there, it might have been different.
It might have been different, but this is football and we're seeing it. Football's fickle. And at the end of the day, you get fucking nothing in football. Like, there's no loyalty in football. People have a go at players for that, but clubs are the ones that fanny about the players. So I'm just like, on to the next chapter, ladies. On to the next chapter. They're good enough, better enough to go and play for other teams and start new careers, new journeys. Good luck to them all, you know? Sorry, guys, we had to take a brief pause there because we had to actually pause the channel and the stream here because Shebahn had to go for a shit.
Nobody would have known. Had you not mentioned it?
So I'm glad we've cleared the air and we're all back on track.
The air is clear. So is my mum.
Perfect. So you kind of thrown me there because I feel like now Annie the poo.
Really?
But we'll just I can hold this. I'll hold this.
How many coffees have you had today?
Just one.
I've
not really ate this morning. I had a nice big drink of juice this morning. And then I've had a coffee. Oh shit, I had banana bread from Charlie's.
Yeah.
That's naughty. But I'm going to go home and make a nice build-up bagel.
That's naughty.
Get the protein in. All that jazz. I've got exercise to do today, Cass. And I've got vlogging to do.
Have you heard of the Peloton weights?
Oh, not the Peloton weights, no.
Apparently now there's Peloton weights that you can do.
What?
And they'll send you like a time to work out and you can put them on certain settings for like heaviness.
Oh, right, yeah, I know of the weights you can do. You can like twist them and add the weight on you and take it off.
These are all electric.
Electric ones?
Really cool.
Okay. How does that work? How the fuck's that work?
Let me just show you.
That's crazy.
I know, I saw the advert for it and I was like, these look pretty good. Peloton.
I quite like your polo.
Thanks. Do I look like the milk tray women? These are the dumbbells and then they have in it like how many you have to do and it times it all. But I'm thinking about getting some. There, look.
Yeah, I've seen them once. So that twists, you twist that.
Okay, that's not them then.
Right, that's not them.
Oh, these ones?
Yeah.
So it'll tell you but that all is electric.
Okay. Right. That doesn't make sense to me.
No, it doesn't
I'm
make
not sure
sense to
how
me
it's
either.
possible.
But anyway, I've got a half marathon today, but nobody cares.
Right.
Nobody cares. I've got a lot to do. Do you want to take my dog with you for the day?
If you want.
No, don't do that. No, he's not
No?
going to become a princess that gets farmed around everywhere because
All right, okay.
Mummy's going on a run.
All right, you're going to run. You're going to run. You'll be fine.
Yeah, he'll
if
be
you come
fine.
back after the run, like
He's just down there on his own, just chilling.
You could have brought him up.
Yeah. I know, but he won't. He'll just be flying about here, like bashing off walls and stuff and fucking up cables. Anyway, do you want to talk about Eni Aluko, or do you feel we've done that in the kickback? I mean,
yeah, I feel like we spoke about it. I mean, I guess she's doing the rounds, but I think she wanted that to happen. Like, I do think there's bits where, like, people come at us going, you're just doing that, you're just saying that because you want da-da-da. At the end of the day, podcast world and media world is about being relevant or being spoken about or having opinions. I think we've done this for fun.
Yeah.
But I look at some of the stuff and I'm like, she's really high on her opinion and she really stands by what she thinks on that matter. I can't say I fully agree with her. Like, I do think she's had a great career. She was a good player and but she feels really hard done by all the time with all this sort of stuff. And that's it. Like, that's it. Like, I hope she's okay. Like, I'm watching the bits of the podcast that she done and I'm like, she's either mad bit or she's pure on one. Like, no, everything's not okay. I don't know. I
think the way she was speaking and the way she presented herself, she didn't seem her usual together self.
Yeah.
She mentioned that it was a 4-hour sit down talk, so maybe, I don't know, maybe she'd lightened up a little bit or felt that she was very comfortable, or very in her comfort zone.
Yeah.
But I think that was the real side of her.
Yeah.
To be honest, like, there's a zero humble in there. There's no. Don't get me wrong, you're allowed to preach about how good you are and back yourself. But when she talks, it's just like, wow, you couldn't be a more dislikable human if you tried. Yeah. And then she does. She outdoes herself every time. Every time she outdoes herself.
Yeah. I know she slid into your DMs giving you a bit of abuse, but I don't know what her. That was before this, but I don't know what her. What it is, or is it just pure right? Well, I need to be more active, so I'm going to say random shit again to get hated.
I had sat here when the Ian Wright stuff happened about Ian Wright needs to be careful that he's not taking up the finite amount of opportunities for women and women's football. And I remember hearing that and being like, what? Now, Eni had already made mistakes in punditry before, like genuine mistakes. Would that be her analysis, her addition, her maths was off, that kind of stuff, also saying things that people necessarily don't agree with. But sometimes I think when I watched Eni, I'm like, you're underprepared. Right. Even as you pointed out with I don't know if Nedum Onouha's ever played for England. It's like, well, you should know that. And it's a quick find. It's a quick answer if you look online. But she went through a video that I had done only recently. So this is about November time. I got a DM from her. And to be fair, I'll read it. Part of me thinks it should just stay in the DMs, but you'd bet your bottom dollar if it were the other way around. And I had sent a message like this to her. Yeah. It would have been a big deal. Yeah. Because...
Sorry, on that, you get your stuff ready, but I'm like, with the whole prep thing, I'll never come at people. I prep for some things and I don't prep for others because it's actually time right now when you're in a full-time job. It's quite hard. I'm going to go with that one. I think if I'm in it full-time, you're going to really dive into it because you need to be right, especially when you go into the men's game. But she sat and said that she prepped like she was doing an exam for the first time she'd done Match of the Day. So then I don't know why she goes and contradicts it and says, I don't even know if he's played for England. Yeah. Like, do you know what I mean? So it's just a bit like that. But like for the honest mistakes, like, oh my God, when you're sitting speaking, people can't wait to jump on people and jump down people's throats and criticise them for saying one word wrong or saying a team wrong or pronouncing a name wrong, or just saying a wrong starter fact. But when you're speaking so fast and you're trying to retain information, retain the conversation, you're going to muddle stuff up. Yeah. So people are really quick to jump on that. And I know Eni's had quite a few of them. Fucking hell, so have I, but I'm not on main stage media, if you know what I mean. But people can't wait to tear each other down. Yes. So I think that's shit. that is shit, and that's kind of hard.
That's where you have sympathy for.
That's where I do have sympathy.
It's hard to
like,
win.
She's human. Like, we're all going to mess up and not be perfect all the time with what we're doing or saying or reporting on. But it's a whole maybe victim card of the, like, do you know what I mean? The victim card of like, I'm not getting gigs, and that could be because I'm great.
I mean, what I find fascinating about this is I'm like, are you now trying to be the guy that you took to court? Are you now trying to be a bit like Joey Barton?
Yeah.
And I mean, that guy, what he does for a podcast, it really doesn't waste my sleep at night. You know, again, if you're wanting clicks and you're entertaining an audience of small-minded people, you crack on kind of thing. I thought what Eni did and being brave enough to go, no, I'm not going to be tolerate being called a mass murderer kind of thing of football or, you know, of air, you know, saying all that stuff, he's too far, right? He's a nasty piece of work. And also what he's done in his personal life, he's a disgrace, right? Eni's nothing like that. Yeah. You know, I'd imagine she's absolutely nothing like that. She's a smart person. Yeah. I believe she comes from, I know people who know her parents say her parents are absolutely wonderful people. Yeah. But maybe I think she's taken a wrong turn. And now the irony is, it's like she's turning into a Joey Barton. You know, everybody's a problem. She's got an issue with everyone. What she says goes, and if you don't agree with her, you're wrong. And she says stuff to me in this message about Ian Wright, which she should never. If you've got any ounce of a brain in there, you should never. I mean, she's a fucking lawyer, is she not? Yeah. You know, they say don't put in black and white, which you can't defend in court.
Then I'm like, surely she don't put it in bad in that. Like, if she has, it's me. It's different if it's me. Do you know what I mean? But like,
I mean, she's now out looking for. Ian Wright's a great pundit, and if he wants to sit and talk, whereas she's messaging me about Ian Wright and why she has her feelings towards him that she does. You know, I shouldn't know that. Yeah, I should not know that, nor do I care. And also, I think you just feel a shite, really. And then you scroll down, and this is the bit that really, really struck me. I'm sure you would have been delighted to see that your narratives about ITV being furious with me didn't add up, because I did cover the Women's Euros in the summer. Sad times when it's women themselves, typically white women, who join the mob to see your downfall. Typically white women. Now, if I put that in a message to her about being a typical black woman, you know, it would be the end of the world. So I think the fact that you've said there's racism and misogyny involved towards people and how they treat you, and because I've not agreed with you and what you've said about Ian Wright, I'm a typical white woman contributing to your downfall. Yeah. Are you all right? Like, are you on the planet? Yeah. Why have you sent me that? And then it goes to yesterday, I never replied, where it's like, hi Shebahn, I hope you're good. Saw your segment on TalkSport. Might be too late. I'd be happy to come on and have a chat. And then she goes on at the end of the message, let me know if you're up for a conversation on air or otherwise. It's like, so you want to keep putting this message out there. You just want airtime. Yeah. You want people to react. You want people to be furious with you. You cannot be genuine. Like, this is all a massive game play and act. Yeah. And here we are buying into it. Yeah. You know, and I always thought I wouldn't ever show those messages, but I see people posting all the time, I got this from Eni Aluko, that from Eni, you know, she's quick to throw it at everyone. Yeah. And the minute you say something about her, you know, it's the end of the world, it's a challenge, or you're a typical white woman contributing to the downfall. Who the fuck do you think you're talking to? I did nothing but back Eni. I felt sorry for her, like you. I felt sorry for her when you watched her getting it, you know, on social media and the Joey Barton stuff, and people are agreeing with them. You know, if you scroll up, hold on, let me just scroll up the DMs. The comments, this is what I've sent her. Hi, Eni, I hope you're well. What you said, the comments and hate on TalkSport Twitter is incredibly distracting and inappropriate. You know, like, I hope you're okay. It is classic sexism and misogyny. Touch a base, I hope you're good. So when you agree with her, it's fine. When you disagree with her, there's a problem here and you're going to know about it. And that's the problem with society. Not everyone can agree with you on everything, you know.
Look, I get Eni as a black woman, and we don't know this because we're white women, but black people are oppressed, and they've had a really fucking tough times that we would never have to have for being black, and that's not right. I get why you feel triggered, because it's like she's trying to paint you with a label of maybe what people in power, white women or white men, have done. So I'm not saying that's not happened, but yeah, she probably shouldn't throw it out at you because it's nothing to do with you. However, that being said, like, I understand that it's tougher for Black people in the industry. But I hope we've sat here and fucking ranted about her for a while. I hope she's all right. Like, I actually hope she's all right, but I feel like there's something there. But I'm like, is it just for views? Is she just playing the game?
I'm starting to think maybe it
Is she just playing the game? That's it. Maybe that's what she's doing, and if that's what she wants to do, then fucking good for her, I guess.
Yeah. It's difficult. It's difficult, and you don't want people to be in a bad place. But I mean, I believe she's on TalkSport today.
Yeah.
You know, she wants to go up against Simon Jordan again.
Well, she's got what she wants. Like, she's got what she wants,
and then we give it.
Yeah.
You know, giving it. So here we are talking. Are you getting the right thing? Or are you genuinely feeling that the world is against you?
I'm like, there's that, but she's got what she wants. People are giving her it, and that's what is giving people something to talk about anyway. So it all goes hand in hand. It's just like this big fucking wheel that goes round and round. So it's ticking everyone's box right now. We've just spent fucking 15 minutes talking about it.
I know.
Do you know what I mean? So
I won't talk about this. I'm going to talk about it.
Yeah.
Listen, interesting chat today. We look ahead to Champions League football. It returns.
The football.
It returns
the football.
Tomorrow. Arsenal have Leuven.
At home? Or are you away?
It's away. The first game is in Leuven. I'm not covering that game. I am Paris FC Real Madrid. Tomorrow.
That'll be good, yeah.
It should be a good game because Paris FC were putting in some...
Go and try and get yourself a Caroline Weir top.
That's a good idea, actually. I might try and get a Caroline Weir top. I interviewed her recently. Yeah, it's Leuven tomorrow against Arsenal, Paris, Real Madrid, and then Thursday is Wolfsburg, Juventus, and Man United, Atletico Madrid. Who do you think is going to go through, Real Madrid or Paris?
Ooh. I think that could be quite close, that one. I feel like Paris are like no mugs when it comes to this tournament at times. Like, they always do okay. But I'm going to go with Madrid. I think they've just got... Yeah, I'll go Madrid.
Madrid go through.
Real Madrid.
Whoever they go through, whoever goes through, they will meet Barcelona. Leuven, Arsenal. Tomorrow away, 5:45.
I think Leuven will put up a good fight. I don't think they're there yet. And I think if they keep going the way they are, they'll qualify for this tournament again and keep growing. But I've got to go with Arsenal. Okay. Wolfsburg, Juventus. I think Wolfsburg, just German giants, you know.
Yeah, okay. Okay, fine. Yeah, I would probably agree there. Atletico Madrid, Man United. I think Man United.
Oh, I know. I think it'll be a hard game. Totally different when you play a Spanish team like that. It's not what United are always used to playing in, but I'm going to go with the depth they've got in the squad and their ambition. I'm going to back United, albeit it'll be close.
Okay. That is a look at what's to come. Here in the Champions League, Rush, you okay? Anything else you'd like to share before
No, that's all. I'm going to go and go to the loo and walk home. I've got loads to do today, Cass, so going to get fed and get attacking this day and have a good rest of the week.
I'd had 2 slices of white bread and jam for breakfast. That was at 8 o'clock. I've had 1 cup of tea. What should I have now? And then settle for half an hour before I go for my run.
What have you got in the house? You got cereal?
Yeah. Oh, Cocoa Pops.
I'd get some Cocoa Pops into you, Cass. Cocoa Pops, you've got your gels.
Got my gels.
And get a wee electrolyte into you.
Okay, fine. I'll go do that now then and spend half an hour with my dog before I go for a run.
And if you've got a banana, maybe a wee banana or half a banana.
Okay, Rue, good to see you. Please get the comments. Let us know your thoughts on the Champions League. Let us know your thoughts on all things discussed. And we will see you again.
Sorry, just before we go, Cass, how many subs have we got on this channel?
We have about 1,500 now.
1,500. Right.
It's not good enough.
No. Once we get to 2,000, let's do a giveaway. So everyone, get spreading the word, get sharing, get logging in, just sign in and subscribe to our channel, please. And we will do a giveaway when we get to 2,000 subs.
Promise. We'll speak to you then and see you soon. Bye.